Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, I have a special tarot offer available, which is called Moths to the Fire, and it's a reading that was created and conceived reflecting upon the theme of this Scorpio season. And for me, this is a season that really touches on the subject of our inner deep desires. So it's kind of a reading that reflects and gives some insight upon that theme of our inner deep desires, but also uncovering how ways to manifest from that source of power in order to leave a conscious reality or conscious state of reality that is more joyful and satisfactory to our beings. So if you would like to know more details about that special or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Virgo, I do feel like November, you're very contemplative, in this reflective mode about the past, about your journey so far, about the choices you have made and the choices you didn't make. So you're kind of reminiscing about the past and how the past led to your present circumstances, and some of this reflection might be needed indeed for you to find some sort of understanding, or like to make peace, or make amends with someone, with something that happened, right? That maybe was not, what you idealized. I do feel like some of you need to make this contemplation in order to understand the truth of the situation itself, which means that some of you Virgos, I'm sorry, some of you Virgos feel like you know the truth of something, and you might be mind-blowing during this time frame by the understanding that maybe you don't. Maybe you don't hold all the facts. Maybe you didn't figure it all out, and there's this different light or perspective being shown over something that changes a little bit the way you see yourself and others and your story, your baggage. I also feel like it's very important for you to make this trace, right? Like trace back your personal story and journey until the present moment, because some of you are a little bit lost or confused about the future. And so in order to understand for some of you the steps you must take ahead, you might need to understand where you have come from. It's like some of you maybe have lost a little bit of touch or connection with your roots, with your values, with your heart, with your dreams. Some of you might have been a little bit in this drifting phase where, you know, you just had other things. I feel others. Some of you Virgos just had a lot of things you were learning and dealing with and processing. So maybe you didn't see that as being a priority, or you didn't see the importance of making that evaluation, or considering, just a different side to things. You have been somehow overwhelmed by certain things with the world here as your past influence. It's not that the world card is not a good card, it is usually, but I'm feeling like as a past influence you had to work really, 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 really hard to get you to be where you are today. When I say work really hard, yes, this could be about actual work, like to get to the position that some of you Virgos are today. You had to work on yourself, on your skills, on everything, quite a lot, because you do have the Queen of Wands as your in your soul position. So you are sitting in a throne of creativity, of fire, of passion, of independence. So maybe you had to fought to become this version of being that is independent or more authentic, right? Getting closer to this authentic version of you and the life you want to live. But maybe this has been also somehow a solitary path because you had to exclude maybe other priorities in order to reach this degree of autonomous, let's say, independent vibration. I do feel like some of you had some of you Virgos prioritized your work or the material world over love, affection, bonds, healing. And the Six of Cups is the unconscious. And so regularly, for Virgos, I feel like regularly haunted by something, like you keep thinking about something, you keep being led to go back and see something. If a person of the past keeps showing up at your door, per se, it could be that there's something you're denying yourself, like the chance to see, right? It's like you feel like you could be losing time by going back to an old topic of whatever nature it is, when in reality, it can just be like what uplifts you to the next phase of your life, to a journey that it's bright, that it's special, that it's illuminated, right, by divine purpose. As you go into December, being the star, your future, as you go into December, more and more that sense of light, light being shed upon situations, things being revealed, the direction being shown to you, it will get amplified. So you will gradually but steadily keep journeying, right, with your soul. It's like you won't lose your soul, or you won't lose what you have so far gained, just because you are taking some look or a deeper look into things, or even just embracing things that you have not yet embraced about you, your life, your childhood, your sweet, pure version of love that might contradict a little bit of the experiences you've had. You do have the Knight of Wands in your conscious position, so you might want to make a bold move of some sorts as well. Others of you just might be considering the risk of something. You could be risking something that has a past reference to it, so it could be like risking to hook up or be with someone of the past, risking going back to an old idea, to an old contact, to something that just goes back to your story. You could be like you're just thinking, should I try it? Should I risk it? Should I make the step? Some of you are also more like impulsive and driven by instinct than by anything else. So follow your gut. I do feel like you're very driven to accomplish things for yourself that are going to add that lively tone, again, that are going to inject your life with color and meaning and vibration of joy. Some of you just want, your headaches to stop, your problems to stop, and return to a state of happiness that maybe you felt you have lived in the past, and that for a long time you have not been feeling this way. As you go into December, it will improve, the state of your well-being. So how you feel generally about situations will improve, because the light, you're being bathed by light, and you are projecting the light upwards, as you can see. So whatever this beautiful recognition of some sorts is going to act in a profound way to help you evolve and keep being more and more and more truthful towards the being that you are. It could be that again, you are so contemplative and maybe thinking so much about things that sometimes you might feel like headaches, actual headaches, more feel more headaches than general, or just feel like like your head sometimes is spinning, with this different alternative perspectives and opinions and differences that you didn't consider. And some of you just don't know exactly what to do with it. Just let things flow. I also feel like some of you need for the things that you can act, that depend on you. Yes, act. Queen of Wands, Knight of Fire, act. But for those that maybe are of a more emotional or spiritual, like spiritual nature, allow it more to flow, because they will unfold. The story is unfolding here for you to discover a bright side of it. So maybe you think that initially something is a problem when actually it's not. I think that your creativity is really heightened here as well. And you could have recognition for your creations and for the work that some of you are doing. Others of you, I feel like it's time to be free from some things that, like addictions, compulsions, habits that are kind of stopping or stalling, delaying some of this growth or growing awareness of your powers. It's like there are things that maybe you are doing that are not, addictive type of addictive type of things, right? That might be controlling you, or might be somehow it's like, filtering the truth, let's say. So even if your instincts are right, then your mind, your perception might be altered by some sort of addiction or some sort of pattern, habit that you follow that is not the best. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.